Hello, everyone. It's Ty. A couple of weeks ago, we took a look at a number of things in Star Rail that you may not have known about. Well, seven. It was seven things. And for my first list video, it seemed to be received well enough. So today, I thought we'd take a look at a few things in Zenless Zone Zero that you may not know about. Seven. It's seven things. Why do I keep doing that? Hollow Zero. The oldest and largest known hollow in all of New Eridu. Home to such terrifying ethereals as Nineveh and Geppetto, it has plagued the minds of countless researchers and investigators. As the source of the destruction of Eridu, it has upended the lives of innumerable people. For many, it's the reason for their nightmares, their neuroses, their trauma. For me, it's just Monday. A weekly run of Hollow Zero nets some pretty nice rewards from the bounty commissions to the Lost Void license levels, but you also receive a number of Z-merits. Z-merits can be used at the logistics shop to buy standard banner pulls, boupons, and a bunch of other useful mats, all of which refresh monthly. You get 1,000 Z-merits from completing your bounty commissions each week, but you can get an additional 900 Z-merits each week from continued Hollow Zero farming. Back in my day, in the long, long ago, before Lost Void was a thing, this was an arduous task that took several runs through the TV mode. But now, you can potentially get your full 900 in a single run if you're lucky. You get a small amount for the completion of each boss stage, but to speed things along, you will always want to navigate to encounter nodes, the blue exclamation point. Here, hopefully, you'll find these portals and their mysterious voices that give you 225 Z-merits. Get enough of these in a single run, and you'll hit cap in no time. So keep an eye on your map. At the start of every floor, check that your current map has a path with at least 2 encounters along it, and take that path. If it doesn't, feel free to use your path iteration cards with Marlene to try to shuffle yourself a route that does. And definitely keep an eye out for locator card serendipity. It will refresh your map to give you more encounters. So, even if you've finished your weekly bounty commission, be sure to go back in once or twice to get your full 900 Z-merits. If you are doing your weekly bounty commissions, you probably already know that we get free drive discs every week. If you're not, then I'm happy to be the one to tell you all about it. One of the rewards from the bounty commissions and the Lost Void license levels is the Victoria Housekeeping Coupon. Each coupon is an instant sweep of any routine cleanup that you've cleared at least once before. Not only is this remarkable for getting drive discs without spending stamina, it's also remarkable to have the ability to instantly receive rewards from a farming stage without actually having to run the stage. You get 1 coupon every 5 levels after 3 in the Lost Void license level rewards, and 3 coupons every week for completing your bounty commissions. There is a maximum of 10 that can be held at any time, so if you save them for later, like me, you'll reach a point where you have to spend at least 3 a week to get your next set of 3. 3 free weekly drive disc runs. That's pretty nice. And even if they do end up being useless garbage, you can still turn them into gold. It seems like nearly every time you turn around, you're picking up drive disc master copies. From expert challenges, weekly HIA bosses, Lost Void license levels, battle tower, quests, exploration, event rewards, or just dismantling the junk drive discs that you don't want, you're probably drowning in them as it is. And, thanks to an oft-overlooked change in patch 1.3, these drive disc pieces of seemingly useless B or A rank can in fact be upcrafted into S rank, and then used at the Bardic Needle to get yourself S-rank drive discs. There, you can select a specific set and receive S-rank pieces of only that set without the RNG or stamina cost of a routine cleanup. True, choosing your main stat will require the hard-to-get tuning calibrator, but by using a few extra master copies, you can choose a specific slot and let RNGesus take the wheel for your main stat. With so many layers of RNG removed, you're much more likely to get a piece that you can actually use. I would imagine that you already know, but you will want to be hitting up the coffee shop daily for your bonus stamina. And even though the coffee options have been whittled down from what they once were, you still get the option of 80 stamina or 60 stamina and 1 double drop card. While that double drop card seems like a great option, if you haven't maxed out your Internaut level, you will definitely want to take the 80 stamina. Internaut XP is gained based on the amount of stamina you use at a rate of 10 XP per 1 stamina. So if you choose the double drop coffee, you get 300 stamina that day and only 3000 Internaut XP, plus that nice extra drop from a card. However, choosing 80 stamina coffee means you get 320 stamina a day, netting you 3200 XP. It's not much, and yes, it may mean an awkward extra card battle to fight, but when working towards max Internaut level, every little bit helps. One of the biggest changes in version 2 is the addition of the open world. Well, open-ish world. The added exploration makes for a good bit of fun, and it's great actually getting to use our agents in combat more often. What came as a surprise was that it's also a great new way to farm stuff without using stamina. All around these maps, you'll find packs of enemies of varying kinds, and defeating them drops some character XP and dennies. Not a lot, but it definitely adds up across the several maps that are available to be farmed. And each of these packs respawns daily. As an added bonus, if you really love the Bangbu platforming, the Marcel Files stages can also be run daily for a fair chunk of dennies. There's a cap of 100,000 dennies a week, but that's still 100,000 dennies you didn't have before, and all it cost was some Bangbu bouncing. Across from the coffee shop on 6th Street and next to the subway in Lumina Square, you'll find Ask, Buy, and Give Change, the 3 little Bangbu goobers who run the 141 convenience store. There, you can spend dennies for various materials you'd normally have to use stamina to farm for at the HIA. For the longest time, though, buying from them was considered a trap. When compared to the stamina cost to farm these mats versus the stamina cost to farm the dennies you'd need to buy them, the denny cost is a huge loss as far as efficient stamina usage is concerned. To be fair, that's still true. However, with the addition of so many new stamina-free denny sources, it's now a nice way to convert that denny farming into some useful materials that might save you a little bit of stamina. Supplies are limited and refresh weekly, though you're unlikely to be making enough dennies to buy out the entire shop each week. Of course, it's the only place you can buy the cat food for Inky, and you'll at least want to keep stocked up on that. And finally, the big one, which may seem a bit familiar if you saw my star rail list. No, not pom-pom. Oh my god, can you imagine? I would love that. But no. Residual signals, fading signals, and the economy of dupes. Every time you pull, you get some amount of secondary currency in return that can be used in their appropriate places in the signal shop. Residual signals can be used to purchase limited and standard banner pulls, as well as monthly copies of standard banner S-rank W engines and an A-rank character selector. The W engines and A-rank characters are nice, but the encrypted master tapes should be your focus. Every A-rank W engine or duplicate A-rank character pulled gives you 8 residual signals, about a third of the cost to buy an encrypted master tape from the shop. If you already have the character at M6, you get 20 residual signals, the full cost of that pull back. Pulling an S-rank W engine always gives you 40 residual signals, 2 whole pulls back, as does getting that Lycone dupe when you lose 50-50 or M1 Hugo when you win. It's wins all around. And if you happen to have an S-rank agent at M6 and get them again, well, you get 100 residual signals, 5 pulls back. Even those useless B rank W engines are actually a blessing in disguise, giving you 20 fading signals every time. Fading signals can be used here to purchase your monthly discounted master tapes and encrypted master tapes. You can also get skill chips, XP mats, and dennies, but I wouldn't recommend it. With both of these currencies, always remember, anything you spend them on that isn't limited banner pulls is limited banner pulls that you're losing out on. 140 residual signals for your choice of A rank character is all well and good, but that's 7 pulls you're missing out on. And that 600 residual signals for an S rank W engine is 30 pulls you're giving up. I'd make a joke about not being restrained or finding yourself weeping in your cradle, but I worry that that might be a little derivative. One thing that Zenless has that Star Rail does not is a third banner and currency, the Bang Buck. You get Bang Bucks when you pull on the Bang Boo banner, 2 when you get a B rank W engine, 10 with an A rank Bang Boo, and 50 with an S rank. You also get a bonus when you have your Bang Boo at maximum dupes, getting 25 in total for max dupe A ranks and 125 for max dupe S ranks. Though, given that you can choose which S rank Bang Boo you're pulling for, and there's no 50-50 to lose, you really should not be getting that. Why would you pull for a Bang Boo you already have maxed out? In any event, you can spend those Bang Bucks at the Bang Buck Exchange for more Boopons, a Marcel modified part, a monthly A-rank Bang Boo selector, and some Bang Boo leveling materials. As with the signals, I'd recommend saving to buy the monthly actually discounted Boopons for 20 Bang Bucks, as there's rarely any reason to be in such a need for Boopons as to buy the full price ones for 40. The Marcel part, though, may actually have some value. It's a one-time purchase and doesn't refresh, but that 1200 Bang Bucks is 60 discounted Boopons or 30 regular price Boopons, which means you can effectively get an S-rank dupe for only 60 or 30 Boopons. However you want to look at it, if you're into Bang Boo dupes, it's not a bad exchange. Just don't accidentally, or worse, intentionally, use it on an A-rank Bang Boo. That would be a huge waste. So be sure to keep track of your residual signals, fading signals, and Bang Bucks. You may actually have more pulls than you think you do. And that's it, at least for now. I ended up having to cull so much stuff about Suibyan Temple that it'll likely end up its own video, but for now, thank you so much for watching this one. If you like this sort of thing, please feel free to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to see when I post something new. If this was helpful at all, or if I didn't mention something that you think I should have, feel free to let me know in the comments. In any case, thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you all again next time. Bye!